Well, it is time for us to do the Champions League review, and what a set of games we have. We had upsets upon upsets. We have Galatasaray defeating Liverpool. We have Inter literally taking Slava Prague to the cleaners. We had Bayern doing what Bayern do with Parforce FC. We have Ajax losing to Marseille. We have Atletico Madrid literally whooping Frankfurt behind. It's the Champions League, people. We should not be expecting anything different. It is exactly the biggest club football competition in the world. And one thing that comes with that is drama upon drama on drama. So I'm going to be giving you guys reviews of what happened in these games, because that's what we do here on Pillar Sports. So without further ado, make sure you guys get active by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that turning on your notifications, and hitting the like button so you do not miss out on anything as we get this party started. First things first, we are going to start with Marseille versus Ajax. Marseille versus Ajax. Incredible game. We got Paxios. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Prata Paisui. But he scored a brace. And it was a quick brace at that. A really quick brace at that. In the 6th minute, an assist from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Igor Paxios for the first goal. In the 6th minute, this is the Champions League. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at one point was in Saudi, and everybody thought he was done for when it comes to playing football. And guess what? He's back into the main game, and he is absolutely doing a big one. And then 12 minutes. 6 minutes later, the same person, Igor Paxios, comes in and does a big one. He does a big one, scores a beautiful goal, and it's 2-0. And then what does happen? We get a bad injury. A bad injury to Yuri Reguera. I pronounce that's how they pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce these people's names. But that don't help, because when they brought Jordi on, what you start seeing is Mason Greenwood building and getting into the game. We all know how talented Mason Greenwood is. We all know how talented he is. And then as we know that fact, we have to appreciate the idea that that boy knows how to find the back of the net. Because in the 26th minute, Mason Greenwood slaps in another one, assisted by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So can we say it all together? Can we say it together, please? Obama who? Obama what? Obama blood clot then. You get me? We have to appreciate Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We have to. And that basically is how it ended. It ended 3-0 in the first half. And then guess what? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the second half said, bro, I have assisted too. I'm a striker. I need to get one goal. And guess what happens? He says to Igor, do me a favor. Give me an assist. And Igor goes and gives him an assist. So Igor has basically repaid the generosity that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang did in the first half, giving him a beautiful assist to create the 4th goal. 4 goals, bruv. 4 goals. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was seen as washed, was seen as somebody that was leaving Europe to go to Saudi for the money. Comes back and is smacking goals anyhow. He's absolutely being the talisman for Marseille. And I have to say, I have to give credit to Roberto De Zerbi. He has created a really, really, really good team in this situation. You have Nadir, that is the attacking midfielder. You have the Paxios that goes from the left. O'Reilly that is playing football, bruv. Aubameyang, of course, Mason. This team is filled with young talent, but are very, very aggressive. And then you have Benjamin Pavard playing his perfect position in the number 2 position. That right back position. I'm not even going to speak about Ajax, because Ajax absolutely do not know how to play football anymore. They have lost every inkling of me thinking that they are a powerhouse in Europe. I'm sorry, they're just not. And that's how the game ends. 4-0. Marcel dismantles Ajax. And then let's go to Inter. Because Inter's game, it wasn't as hard as we think. Inter was the finalist last season. They are back showing with a new coach and showing that they can do it again. Chivu absolutely comes in. Christian Chivu, the former Inter Milan player, comes in, and all of a sudden Inter are playing the same way. Inter are getting the goals. Inter are getting the games and getting the points and literally racking up the points. Playing the same way that they were playing under Inzaghi. And that is right there, continuity. That right there is recruiting the right manager for the right job. And the thing starts in the 30th minute. The person that is definitely undeniable when it comes to Inter, Lautaro Martinez. Bang, go. 4 minutes later, bang from Denzel Washington. No, Denzel Dumfries. But I call him Denzel Washington because that dude has just been mint everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes, he is mint. 2 goals assisted by Marcos Thuram. So they are going into the second half 2-0 up. And what? How do you know it? How do you know it? The undeniable force in Inter comes again from the assist from Alessandro Bastoni, who, by the way, is a mint of a defender. Splat! Another 3rd goal. And that's basically the way the game ends. Because these guys did not come to play. Slava Prague did not come to play. They did not come to play. The only person that I think in my mind that was a good player on that team was the centre-back. Number 2. I don't even know how to pronounce him. I don't know him from anywhere. But based on the things I saw, he was their best player. Trying his hardest to keep this team in the game. But they just couldn't. So it was pretty straightforward. And it was easy. So now let's go to Bayern Munich versus Pafos FC. Never heard of Pafos FC before. But I have to say, Olise goal in the 45th minute. It was sublime. Manuel Neuer could not do anything about it. Now let's talk about the game. Another undeniable player who personally right now is the most prolific striker in the world, Harry Kane. 18 goals in 9 games with 3 assists. Nasty work. But one thing we are not going to do is give Harry Kane the entire credit, because in the 15th minute he scored. In the 20th minute, Rafael Guerreiro scored. Assist from Michael Olise and Nicholas Jackson, respectively. In the 31st minute, yet again, Nicholas Jackson pops up with a beautiful goal. What a spin. What a fire. First touch, spin, bang, go. And guess who it was assisted by? Michael Olise. Now let me tell you something about this situation. If Michael Olise could score, today he would have had a hat-trick in both assists and goals. Because in the 4th minute, Harry Kane, undeniable, scores again. It is mind-blowing. A brace in the Champions League. And then you think the game is all over because it's 4-0. I'll be 4-1 in halftime. You think the game is all over. But Michael Olise is like, nah, bruh, I need my own goal. From a bad finish from Jackson, Michael Olise gets his opportunity and fires the ball into the roof of the net. Another ridiculous goal from Michael Olise. It was magnifique. Beautiful team, man. One thing I have to say is that today was quite different, because I have to give Vincent Kompany credit. Harry Kane was not playing the number 9 position today. He was not playing the number 9 position today and scored a brace. The number 9 was Nicholas Jackson. And one thing I can tell you for sure is that just the little tweaks, bringing Kimmich in, bringing Pavlovic in, Olise in, and Diaz to absolutely shore up the midfield, giving Harry Kane the ability to crash. We saw this at Spurs. We saw Harry Kane and Son doing a madness. But that situation is that Son was actually on his position at the left wing. But today, we actually saw that Harry Kane is that talented of a player. That talented of a player. I have to give him credit, man. I have to give him credit. But of course, the man of the match of that game has to go to Michael Olise. I think he was the most threatening. He literally put every single person on that pitch to the sword. And now let's go into Atletico Madrid versus Eintracht Frankfurt. This is a really tough game for me, because I love Eintracht Frankfurt and I also love Diego Simeone. If you guys know anything about football, Diego Simeone is as pure of a footballing coach. He's a purist when it comes to football. He loves the 4-4-2. Loves the 4-4-2. And don't get me wrong, I don't even think he was on the pitch today because he was suspended. So his assistant coach, Nelson Vivas, was the one leading the team. But if there's one thing we know, is that Diego Simeone is always going to play the 4-4-2. He's always going to play the 4-4-2. Whether he's there personally or not, he's going to play the 4-4-2. And Eintracht Frankfurt came in and they were like, oh, we are going to be fancy. We see 4-4-2 and we raise you 4-2-3-1. Boy, it did not work. In fact, the best player on Eintracht Frankfurt was their goalkeeper, Kua. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Kua. Because this game was absolutely a slew of whooping. 4 minutes, bang. 4 minutes, they have already scored. They did not even get up to 10 minutes. 4 minutes. Raspadori slaps it one and goal in. And then you get into the 33rd minute with Robin Leomand. An assist from Atletico's great Antoine Griezmann. Splat! Second goal, 2-0. Go into the halftime, bruh. They are like, no, we are not ready to go into the halftime yet. Let's wait to see what Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann still has for us. And then, by all means, Julian Griezmann says, let me give you that assist. He gives the assist, Antoine Griezmann scores the goal, and this goal takes Antoine Griezmann to 200 goals for Atletico Madrid. Dude is a legend. We cannot say anything otherwise. We cannot say anything otherwise. That move that he went to Barcelona, that little time that he went to Barcelona, I think that time was one of the biggest mistakes of his life. If he had stayed at Atletico, he would have had more goals by now. He would have had more goals. He went to Barcelona there and wasted 2-3 years of his goddamn career. Stupid. But this team was not ready to give up. Frankfurt wasn't ready to give up. Jonathan Burukut, I don't know how you pronounce it, scored 3-1. But guess what? Antoine Griezmann scores again and he gets ruled out by VAR. And it was pretty clean in my mind, but gets ruled out by VAR. But because his father is not present doesn't mean his son is not here. Because how you pronounce his name again? Gilaino? I don't know. Simeone, his son Simeone, comes in with an assist. What a header. For a short man, what a goal. He absolutely scores this goal and it's absolutely what we want. But the truth about this situation is that this game was not going to go empty-handed without Julian Alvarez doing what Julian Alvarez does. By the way, just so you guys know, Julian Alvarez at this point of the game has one assist to Atletico I don't know why I always try to call Atletico Madrid Griezmann. One assist to Griezmann, right? One assist to Simeone. And then he gets a penalty. And who better in that position apart from Griezmann? He goes up and he dispatches the penalty with ease. And of course, in that situation, 2 assists, a goal, and playing well all over the game, all over the gaff until he got substituted. I think we all know who the man of the match was in this game. Julian Alvarez. Beautiful. Magnifique. I think that's how he does it. I don't know. But we keep on going, people. We have one more game to talk about. And this is the game that frustrated me the most. Frustrated me to my core. And that is the homecoming of the special one. The homecoming of the special one. José Mourinho back at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea versus Benfica. What a game. José Mourinho came into this game and says, bro, we are not going to get beat the way we usually would get beat under Bruno Lage. And then this dude called Enzo Maresca came into this game and thought it would be smart. It would be smart of him to put the youngest team, the youngest attacking team that he can ever put in a Champions League game. Yes, they won it. They won it, and I'm going to say this, they won it only because José Mourinho has not impacted his style of play or his confidence into this Benfica team. Because the moment Jose came in, he literally put a 5 in the back, 3, and he had 1 up top. There was no breaking it down. Apart from the brilliance of Neto beating his first man, crossing the ball into the back post, and Garnacho crossing it in, and then you get an on goal from Richard Rios. If it was not for that fact, I am telling you, I am so sure that this game ends 0-0, or it's a smash and grab by Benfica. Because what Enzo Maresca is not realizing is that his decision making, when he's meant to go young, he isn't. When he's meant to go with experience, he is not. He's switching those two together. And can we just talk about the lack of discipline that Chelsea has in this team? 3 games in a row, 3 consecutive games against Manchester United. Robert Sanchez, red card. Against Brighton Hove Albion, Chalobah, red card. Against Benfica, now Pedro, red card. That right there is decadent. It is depicting of the person holding them accountable. And that right there is Enzo Maresca. And he is not holding these boys. He's not holding their feet to the fire. Because they should not be having this consistent red card. It should not be the case. You're playing at home. You should not be getting into silly situations like that. Now, they got away with it and they have 3 points. But let me tell you something. This is not the right way to go. Not the right way to go at all. But yes, I hope you guys understand that we have given you guys a picture of how this game went or how these games went. So right now, before we go any further, let me say, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you do not miss out on anything that we do. But we have to look at the Champions League table. In the Champions League table, we are only going to be looking at 1 to 24. Just so you guys know. And to see on the key people that are out of the qualification. Right now, we are looking at Bayern at first place with 6 points. Madrid at second place with 6 points. By the way, they defeated their own team 5-0. But I'm not talking about that because I expected it. Inter with 6 points. Both wins. Their next game is with Union Berlin. That was going to be a tough one. Tottenham Hotspur with 4 points because they drew today. What a good job by Thomas Frank. Paris Saint-Germain, 3 points. They haven't played yet. And this could push them all the way up, passing Tottenham Hotspur if they defeat Barcelona tomorrow. That's a game that we have to watch. Atletico Madrid next because they lost their first game and they won this game. They lost their first game to Liverpool 3-2. They won this game against Eintracht Frankfurt and now their next game is going to be October 21st. The next thing you see in the 7th place is Marseille, 8th is Sporting, 9th is Club Brugge, 10th is Union Saint-Gilloise. 11th is Arsenal, 12th is City, is Karabag, 14th is Barcelona, 15th is Eintracht Frankfurt, 16th is Liverpool, Chelsea, 18th Galatasaray, 19th Atalanta, 20th Bodo Glimt, 25th Borussia Dortmund, 22nd is Juventus, 23rd Bayer Leverkusen, 24th FC Copenhagen. Now, the key people that are outside of the qualifying positions right now, we are looking at Newcastle, Benfica, PSV Eindhoven, Athletic Club, and Napoli. So those are the people that are not currently qualifying to the next stages of the Champions League. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that follow button. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.